Before steel, before blood, before the roar of the enemy, there is silence. A silence broken by the soft crunch of leather sandals on gravel, the snap of red standards in the wind. Before you lies a choice that will burn you, bend you, and remold you into something more than human. The world you knew is gone. Your village, your fields, your family. Nothing prepares you for what waits beyond the recruiting post. A soldier is not born, he is sculpted, and Rome will sculpt you with fire, sweat, and pain. You step forward, the banners snap against the sky like tongues of fire. Legionaries march in perfect unison, a river of bronze and iron moving to the drumbeat of destiny. You were born a common man, maybe in the dusty plains of Campania, maybe along the slow, winding banks of the Tiber. Today, you stand at the edge of a different world, one that demands absolute obedience, relentless courage, and a willingness to surrender yourself to the imperishable machine that is the Roman legion. Behind the posts, the centurion watches. His eyes are cold, like sharpened obsidian. Behind him, the scribe and the army doctor wait, instruments of selection. They do not smile, they do not hesitate. You are measured, weighed, inspected, as if your life is only the sum of your limbs and your courage. Here begins your story, the transformation from man into weapon, from boy into legionary.
The Legion is older than the mountains that cradle Dacia. It is older than the aqueducts, older than the roads that pierce the empire. It is a living organism, forged in centuries of war, politics, and unyielding discipline. Philosophers whisper of virtue, but here, virtue is strength. Poets sing of glory, but glory is a reward for survival. Every legionary is a node in a machine that conquers, endures, and outlives those who cannot bend to its will. You learn this in whispers at first, in the shuffle of feet during inspection, in the sharp bark of a centurion's command. Step forward, speak, move! History will remember Rome's conquests, its emperors, its cities, but it was the hands and backs of men like you that carved the empire into stone. Imagine the chill of dawn. Dew soaks your tunic. Sand crunches beneath your feet as you march, already weighed down by leather straps and bronze buckles. 30 kilometers, and every step tears at your legs. Your kit is a mountain. Shield, sword, javelins, rations, tent stakes. 30 kilos of your own mortality pressed into your spine. You stumble, but the centurion's voice does not waver. Forward! Forward, or you fail Rome! Rivers become enemies. You swim, armor dragging you down. The current bites. The water steals your breath, but your hands grip the shield and tools that might save you from death. Every failure brings pain. Every hesitation invites scrutiny. Then the sword, not steel, wood, heavy, unforgiving, clumsy. You strike over and over until your arms shake, until your shoulders burn, until your mind blurs. This is the cruel logic of Rome. Master the weight of wood, and steel will feel like air. Master pain, and fear will be your servant. You learn drills until your body no longer obeys you. It obeys Rome. Strikes, parries, stances, formations. Shoulder to shoulder with men you barely know, yet every heartbeat, every breath is synchronized. One break in the line and death is a certainty, not a threat. Dawn again. The mist hangs over the camp like a shroud, but there is no pause, no rest. Rome does not wait for the timid. You shoulder your pack, strap on your shield, and join the line. The ground vibrates with the march of hundreds of legionaries. Feet pound earth, boots sink into mud, and the scent of sweat, leather, and iron fills your lungs. This is your new reality, a machine of war, precise and unyielding. Your body is no longer merely flesh. It is a weapon, sharpened by miles of marching, soaked with river water, and hammered by the rhythm of orders shouted without mercy. You throw the pilum, heavy tapered iron piercing a straw target. The bend in the shaft is intentional. The enemy cannot return it. You sling stones, aim for the throat, the gut, the vital zones of straw dummies. Your muscles ache. Your fingers bleed from gripping the wood of your practice sword. Each strike, each throw is a rehearsal for survival. Combat is not glory. Combat is survival, and survival is shared. You learn the smell of fear, the tremor of uncertainty, the quiet courage of the man beside you. Shoulder to shoulder, shield to shield, you move as one body, one breath, one heartbeat, one lapse, one death. The first man in your contubernum falls ill. Fever burns him from within. You share your water, your bread, your fire, even when hunger gnaws at your stomach. Another is wounded. A shallow cut turns deep in the mud. You improvise a splint, cauterize with red-hot iron, and hold him steady while he screams because Rome demands survival. Here, camaraderie is forged stronger than iron, bonds deeper than any law. Your contubernum is more than a squad. It is a brotherhood of survival. You learn who talks in his sleep, who shares bread when starving, who will watch your back without hesitation. Trust is forged under fire, sharpened in mud, sweat, and blood. And yet, even amid bonds and victories, you understand the fragility of your own existence. Every mistake carries consequences. Every lapse could be the last you see the sun. Your fear becomes your teacher. Your discipline becomes instinct, and your body becomes the embodiment of Rome's will.
Years pass. The young, eager recruit who stood trembling before the centurion is no longer you. Your shoulders bear the weight of countless campaigns. Your hands remember the shape of swords, shields, and tools as if they were extensions of your body. But the world changes. The wars shift. Tribes you have fought for decades fall silent or flee. The lands you conquered are slowly absorbed into the empire's memory, as if your sweat, blood, and sacrifice never existed. Even your own body begins to betray you. Old wounds ache, blisters scar, knees creak under the march. Once you charged into battle with the fearless abandon of youth. Now each step is measured, each strike calculated. Rome continues, relentless, indifferent, and you, the man who was forged into weapon, begin to fade into legend, only whispered among soldiers. Yet what is forgotten by history is remembered in blood and bone. Every road built, every camp raised, every defensive ditch dug, it still shapes the world. Every tactic honed, every discipline mastered, echoes in modern armies. The spine of Rome was not marble, not orators, not senators. It was men like you, molded by pain and obedience into something immortal. What does loyalty mean when even the strongest can be forgotten? What does courage cost when survival is shared but glory is denied? Rome taught you everything, even the cruel truth that merit has limits when power favors birth over skill. And still, even in anonymity, your impact endures. The empire marched on your shoulders. The cities, roads, and legions you shaped remain silent monuments to the sacrifices of men never named. You stand once more before the camp that first tested you. Red banners ripple in the wind. The sun rises, glinting off bronze and iron, casting long shadows of men who were forged into legends without ever knowing it. You are no longer the boy who wondered if he had the courage to enlist. You are a veteranus,
a man marked by service, recognized wherever Rome stretches its hand. If this journey moved you, if the forging of the ordinary into the extraordinary inspired a spark in your mind, leave a like, subscribe, and remember this: history is not only written by emperors and kings, it is lived by the men who march, build, obey, and bleed in silence. May Mars guide you wherever your battles lie.